about Dallas, make it hurt.
Yes, sir. What's going on? Not my regular time, but it's the time that I have. And so here I am. Will not be with you long. Actually, I'll be with you probably about maybe about an hour or so. Maybe just about a little bit, maybe an hour. But welcome once again, everybody, to the Big Time Show podcast. It's being seen and heard live everywhere. Podbean, on Facebook, on YouTube, as well as Twitter, and the replay will be heard by wherever you get your podcast from. Listen, if you want to contribute, you can go to the stars. If you're watching me on Facebook, you can go to the super chats. If you are watching by YouTube, you can do that as well. What's going on, everybody? I hope that those that will come in will share with the people. If you don't mind. See what's going on here. I'm sharing now as we speak. Hope that you guys will do the same as you come in. And I'm almost done so that we can get ready to talk about Thanksgiving Day in the afternoon, particularly. The Dallas Cowboys will once again take the field and get ready to go to work. What's going on? Let me see if I got somebody in Podbean. And I can't see nobody. Okay. On here with you guys. Let me see who all in here. Raymond Solace going on. East side, always confused as usual. Coming in thinking this is a Texas podcast, but it's not. That's about all acknowledgement that I'm going to give you today, East side. So go find another Cowboy podcast to troll on. I ain't got time to deal with you today. So I got about a few minutes to go to work, and that's what we're getting ready to do now. Let's go to work now. Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, once again, is what I categorize as another big game. It's a huge game for the Dallas Cowboys. Huge game. Huge game. Is no other way to look at it. There's no rest. There's no time for letdown. There's nothing. And some may be saying, well, why? Well, want to keep the momentum going, no doubt about it. But it's really a big game because of what everybody saw last night. That if you have any aspirations on trying to win the NFC East, then you understand why I say this is a big game. Philly, I don't care what you say, they're 9-1. I don't care if you say they squeaked by, they got lucky, whatever you want to say, whatever. You want to blame it on the refs, you want to blame it on whatever you in the weather, whatever you want to say. All I know is when Philly left Kansas City last night, they left with a W. That's all I know. So therefore, the game Thursday against Washington is a huge game because we're behind those same 2 or 2.5 games. We're still behind. A lot of Cowboy fans were sick last night because we had pretty much thought, or most thought, that Philly was going to lose the game. I was in my chat group last night, and before the game even started, I said Philadelphia was going to win. I knew it. It was just the wrong game. I just didn't think Kansas City, the game that the way Philly plays, and because of the weather that was there, it kind of went. It demanded a running game last night. It really did. And although Kansas City did run the ball well, Philadelphia, that's their wheelhouse, if you want to say that, where they can run, where Swift can run, where Jalen can run. That's what you saw last night. It wasn't because of the passing. Hurts made a big play at the end, but he only threw it 22 times. I think he only had 150 yards. I think that's what he had. That's it. So you knew how they would win. So Philly did exactly what I thought they were going to do. They won. And because of that, and because of their win, once again, I don't care who we're playing. The bottom line is we have to win. To be honest with you guys, we are already in playoff mode, whether you know it or not. We're already in playoff mode. We've been in it for ever since Philadelphia beat us. We've been in playoff mode ever since. When we left Philadelphia, the first game, we were 2 games behind. I told you on the show coming up, there's nowhere in the world the Cowboys were going to make up a 3.5 game lead. That was no way. Unless some catastrophic injury happened. Hey, Smoke, I see you over there. Appreciate you popping in. I said that they had no, I don't think, because I didn't count on Philadelphia losing too much. And since they have not, this is what I've been trying to tell everybody. Philly is a good football team. They are. Philly is a good football team. Make no mistake about it. Their record is justified. They're 9-1. And they're 9-1 for a reason. They did it last year. They just don't. They find a way to win, even when their A game is not there. They step up at the moments when it's time. That's what you saw last night. They won. So we got to go to work on Thursday. And on that note, Washington. Well, Shane, like I said, you just popping in, I think. You can blame whoever you want to blame. But what we can, you said something about the refs. The only thing that I'm going to say about that is that the refs didn't have anything to do with 26 drops. I mean, hello. Refs didn't have nothing to do with Scott, whatever the kid name is who dropped the touchdown at the end of the game. I mean, the refs didn't have anything to do with Kelce catching the ball inside the 10-yard line and fumbling. Refs didn't have nothing to do with that. They didn't. Philly made the plays. Kansas City didn't. And all I know is when they left last night and got on that airplane going back home, they got another win. It's just that simple. We need that type. We need that type of vibe. We need that type of vibe where the ball bounces your way. You know, you get all the fumbles. You know what I'm saying? Where another team drop balls all game long. That's what we need. See, when you're winning like this, you win so many different ways, man. It ain't got necessarily to do with you handling the ball. It just be it's just you're just used to winning. It just happens like this for teams. We've seen it for years. We've seen it for years. So them 26 drops, that hurt. Them fumbles, that hurt. That hurt. They won. Let's get to the matter at hand. Hey, everybody, go ahead and hit that like button for me if you don't mind. Hit that heart button. This is my first time asking. I ain't going to even raise on my phone. I hope that you would help your boy out, please. Go ahead and hit it about 12, 13 times, however many. Just hit it for me and we'll move on. So the Washington Commanders come to town. Traditionally, the game is always a rough one. I don't care what Washington record is, especially since they drafted a few guys for that front four that they had. It's always been tough. If there was one team that we don't run well against, it's always been Washington. Ever since they got Jonathan Allen, since they got their front four, now Chase Young, of course, is gone, and they are suffering a little bit there. It's just always been is of course a rivalry game. Washington always gets up to play us. We get up to play them. And the last time we saw them, they beat us. And that's what you heard Dak Prescott said in his press conference earlier this week, that he remembers that. So that's you know, that's good talking, but we got to go to work. Now, here's what, I won't be with you long. I got about another 40 minutes to go, and then I have to go somewhere. So I'm going to cut it short tonight, to at least this afternoon. And I may come back maybe tomorrow at some point. All right. Here's the thing that we need to understand about Washington. All right. Here's the thing. Number one. Hey, Brandy, I see you. Appreciate you popping in. Let's look at it like it is. Number one, their quarterback leads the league in passing. Sam Howell. Need y'all to look at this. This is the offense, if I'm not mistaken. This is the offense so far. You see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Commanders are the 12th ranked offense in the league. They're averaging 340 yards a game. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Passing, as you can see here, yards a game. 245. That's okay. That'll work. Rushing, 95 yards a game. That could be more, but they like to pass the ball. And they're averaging 21 points a game. You can win games like that. I believe they could average well over 100 yards. They done fell in love with passing the football. And they have weapons on the outside. Terry McLaughlin and Dotson. Those guys are legit. Decent tight end. They can score. The running backs, however, to me, they're scary to me. And judging off what I saw last week with us against Carolina, where Carolina was gashing us running the ball. I mean, we held them under 100 yards. But when they did run the ball, they were effective. They got two running backs that can gut you. We all know that Gibson is named. He plays us well. And then Brian Robinson Jr. is a dog. And now y'all heard me talk about dogs before and what we need. This dude is a dog. And he can gut you. So the offense can move the ball. They can move the ball now. I don't want nobody thinking, I understand what our defense is. I get it. But we got to come in respecting them a little bit. And so while y'all are saying that, while you saying that, they have, let me tag this and see where they are in yards a game. Let me hit this here. My way it's 12 there. I'm sorry. Let's look at yards a game and passing. We can see, look at that. This is passing yardage a game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're 10th in the NFL in passing yardage per game. That's not bad. Points, they probably in the middle of the pack, which yeah, they're probably right at the middle of the pack, as you can see, 21. So offensively, they can cause problems. And if our defense ain't on their A game, these are one of these games where the record might not tell the real truth. All right. Now let me get to this, and then I'll show you something else. Appreciate you, Alan. Let me get to this real quick, and then you'll be able to see where the real problem is. And I was shocked when I saw this. Here's what the problem is. That defense that I was talking about, they ain't doing nothing this year, y'all. Let's look at this. Because see, this is where the rubber meets the road. Offensively, they can move the ball. But defensively, this is total defense, yards per game. This is in order. Of course, Cleveland is leading. You can see the Cowboys there at second. Let's keep moving down. This defense that Washington supposedly came into the season with, and I know they lost Chase Young. I understand that, but my God, wait a minute. Jonathan Allen's on that team and Smoot. I'm looking. Where are they? What? I'm way down at the what? Oh, there they go. Look at how many yards a game they're giving up. They're fourth to last in the league. 372 yards a game. What? It gets better. It gets better. Let's go to rushing yards a game. Passing yards a game. Where is Washington at? At the top. Cleveland, Dallas, Baltimore. What? Wait a minute. I'm going to what? Oh my goodness. You telling me that the Washington Commanders are third to last and giving up yards per game, 258? What does that tell you? Tell you they ain't got too good of a secondary. Interesting. All right, let's go to rushing yards a game. Again, there the top is. Philadelphia on top, giving only 76 yards a game. Where's Washington? With the great Jonathan Allen. Front 40 used to have. See, the Cowboys there in the middle of the pack. I don't like that. I'm giving up 109 yards a game. That's not good. Oh, there go Washington. Kind of in the middle of the pack, too. They're giving up 114 yards a game. Really? So they're not good in the pass, and then they're not good against the run. And here we go. How many points a game are they giving up? You see them? The people up there at the top. Where's Washington at? They're not good against the run. They're not good against the pass. And I mean, I'm steadily going down, 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 down. I'm almost at. Oh, no, they aren't. Oh, no, they aren't, y'all. The Washington Commanders are last in the NFL, giving up 20, you might as well round it up, 28 points a game. So they're not good against the pass. They're not good against the run. And then they're not stopping anybody. They're giving up 28 points a game. Ladies and gentlemen, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. As you can see right there, it's not hard to figure out. We know what we got to do. It sounds like to me, based off that, after 9, 10 games in, it sounds like to me that you can do whatever you want to against this defense. Right? Really? They're giving up 28 points a game, and the Cowboys are averaging over 30 now a game. Oh, okay. Chris Young is gone. Jonathan Allen is there. That's about the last, he's about the last one left. Sam Howell is there. Okay. Oh, okay. So let me open up one more time, because without watching film, what is y'all look at it now? Let me show you again now. Let me show you one more time what he hit. Points per game. See the Cowboys there only giving up 17.5. That's fifth in the league. We'll take that. Scoring defense. Anytime your team is averaging, not letting teams get over 20 points a game, your chances of winning are very high. But dead last is the Washington Commanders, giving up 28 points a game. Oh, okay. It sounds like to me, ladies and gentlemen, all of this adds up for another beatdown. I'm sorry. How many games have Washington played? Washington's played all the way to the first column, 11 games. And they're giving up 28 points a game, averaging? Really? Oh, okay. So let's look at it. The Cowboys. Yeah. I get it, Greg. Yeah. Okay. You have a Cowboy team that, because of last night, I'm quite sure a lot of the players were looking at the game last night, hoping that Kansas City would win. But they didn't win. So I'm quite sure the players said immediately, we got to go ahead and tear somebody up. Because they want to do that anyway. Even if Kansas City had won, you got to win. So there's the motivation already right there. You got to stay close to Philly. When they come to Dallas, you're going to have to win anyway. If there's 2 games up, you need to knock them down one. If they blow up a couple games or 1 game or 2, you may have a chance to possibly tie them or maybe take the lead, maybe. Whatever the case may be. Either way it go, you got to go ahead and go to work. Okay? So we're ready for that. Add in the fact that they beat us last time. It was the last game of the year, I believe, last year. Fortunately for us, our seeding was already our seeding was already set. We were going to be in the 5th spot automatically. So really, we didn't really play a lot of people and all that. That's fine. We got to come in with major intensity. I guarantee you Washington's going to be ready to play. It's the Dallas-Washington rivalry. It's a war. And as usual, everybody plays their best game, try to at least, against the Cowboys. Never fails. So I'm expecting Washington's best shot. I am a little skeptical about what I think they're going to do, and that is run the football a lot. And I'm still not convinced totally that we are that great against the run at all. I don't think we really are. I think that, as usual, this season has showed us so far that the scoreboard takes away the running game. Not necessarily what we do on defense. It's been the scoreboard that takes away the player, take away the running game. Once we go up 20 and all that kind of stuff and make them have to pass the rest of the way, which has been the case in a whole lot of games this year, then we look real good as far as defensive stats goes against the run. But when teams are close in the game and when teams are maybe leading the game, we don't do too well against the run. That's what I've seen. We don't do too well. Teams that committed to the run against us have been successful. Arizona, San Francisco, even though McCaffrey didn't get off on us, it was the other kid that made some big runs. These are the ways that we've had problems. Philly ran the ball pretty decent against us as well. I'm telling y'all. So I if I got Antonio Gibson and I have Brian Robinson, and I'm trying to slow this pass rush down, I'm running the ball. I'm running. Now on offense, there's no way. I don't see no way that they can stop us. They ain't stop nobody else. They're giving up 28 points a game. They can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. That's a recipe for disaster if you're going against the Cowboys. Seriously. So I just think this is another butt whooping coming up. Another big win. I think it's not going to, I just don't think it should be close. And I ain't talking about we're going to score 40 or 50. I just think we're going to win by double digits. I don't want no drama game on Thanksgiving. Let's have a relaxing Thanksgiving by simply dominating this guy. See, Joe talking about 50 points. See, I saw Greg, he said 30 points. Y'all saying 50. See what I'm saying? We do. I wouldn't be shocked because the way this season been going, something happens and then it's like an avalanche. And before you know it, the score was 7-0. You look at the scoreboard, all of a sudden 5 minutes later, it's already 23-0. You see what I'm saying? So the Cowboys are explosive. They are. That's all they've shown us this year. So I'm expecting a double digit. I keep saying I'm not making any score predictions, but this game here, I see you, Joe. And everybody saying, and I see everybody saying, well, it look like they folding in the tent already, getting ready to try to get a draft pick. They might do that, but it's the Cowboy game. They ain't laying down. If it's one game they're gonna try to win, it'll be this one. It will be. They owe too much to the rivalry not to try to play. And they would love to ruin our Thanksgiving. It's just no doubt about it. Tyrone Coleman says, we just need to win the NFC Championship. Well, the standard because of our past, number one is Super Bowl. That's the standard for about 4 franchises in this whole league. Pittsburgh Steelers don't say nothing about winning no AFC Championship game. They only say Super Bowl. That's what they're used to. San Francisco 49ers don't say nothing about no NFC Championship. They say Super Bowl. That's what they're used to. Although it's not going to happen anytime soon, the New England Patriots would tell you playoffs. That's the standard. Just making it. Get past the divisional round. No. There's a standard there. Super Bowl. So I disagree with you on that, Colton. I don't understand if you win it, you get to go to the Super Bowl, but there are a couple franchises that don't want participation trophies and just say because we made it to the Super Bowl. For the Dallas Cowboys, they're in that same group. It's Super Bowl. So let's get that right. Bruce says it's a trap game. That's why I say we're in playoff mode, Bruce. I said that earlier. If you want to call it that, I say on any given Sunday you can be beat. That's what I say. I understand that we just need to make sure that we come out with the intensity. I've been saying we in playoff mode. That's what I've been saying the whole time. Hi Doc, what's going on? I see you over there. Smoke, what's going on? I appreciate y'all popping in on Podbean over there. Appreciate y'all. What's going on? Appreciate you. We gotta win, y'all. Tyrone says if this Cowboy team would meet the 49 in NFC Championship, we can get in a dog fight. Well, yeah. Yeah. We got a long way to go before that happens, though. I have aspirations still of trying to win the NFC East. And the only reason why I want to win it so bad is because I'd rather for some of these people, these quote-unquote big teams, as everybody like to keep saying, I would rather them come to Dallas than us go on the road. So I want at least one home playoff game. It'll be a tough road for anybody. It can be done because it's been done before, but it'll be a tough road to go 3 straight games on the road talking about winning. I'm not saying we can't do it. It's just gonna be real tough. Yeah. Tyrone, that's the thing about it is who's saying that the 49ers will make the NFC Championship game? See, they can be beat too. It just goes. I think everybody keeps saying they're the best team in the NFC or whatever. Them or Philly. It ain't a guarantee that they gonna be there. That's why we got playoff games. That's there's upsets that happen. So I don't know if they'll be there or not. Okay. What we need to do tomorrow is do what we done for this last month, and that is go to work. Now I'm about to say something here that I thought I would never say, but it's obvious this is what needs to happen. When we first started off the season, y'all remember all that yip that Coach McCarthy was talking about. Well, we need to be a running football team. We're just going to run the ball. We're going to run it. This is how you slow things down. You want to take the ball out of Dak's hands. You want to limit his throws. We want to make sure that if he does throw it, that we get it out quick. This is the West Coast offense. We call it the Texas Coast offense. The ball is designed to get out quick and just throw it short. Give your playmakers a chance to run after the catch and run the ball, run quick slants, run swing passes, just run it. We're going to run it, and then we're going to get Dak quickly to get the ball out of his hand. He's better at that. I told y'all then it was a lie. I told you then. Sure enough, it's really reversed. Dak Prescott is leading this offense. It is a pass first offense. Bottom line. They pass and run secondly. It's not what he said at the beginning. If you remember, I told you, I said, I don't understand how we just gonna be running the ball like that. Now when you got a CeeDee Lamb, then you go get a Brandon Cooks on your team. You still got Michael Gallup. At that time, we thought Michael Gallup would be totally back. And you heard about Jalen Tolbert just, impressing everybody and all that kind of stuff. I said, well, if you got that, it sounds like your receivers are really the strength of your football team. I mean, your offensively. So you ain't just gonna run when you got an all-pro wide receiver and CeeDee Lamb out there. You got Brandon Cooks who, has a few couple 1,000-yard seasons on his resume. There's nowhere in the world you gonna just run. No, Tony Pollard ain't built like that anyway. We knew that. I knew it was a lie, and sure enough, it's a lie. It's a lie. So, I said that to say this. And I can't believe I'm going to say this. In Dak, we trust. See, I can't argue with the production that he's done for this last month. I can't. Hey, Rodney, I see you. Right. I personally, and I'll be the first to tell you because you guys have heard me say it so many times. I don't necessarily trust Dak Prescott, and for good reason, because I've seen this movie way too many times with Dak. Dak will start off hot, I mean blazing hot, to where every year at some point in the season gonna say Dak is playing like an MVP. How many seasons have we heard that? Dak goes off, and then he don't completely die off, but he dies off. I done seen it. So I trust his regularity of what he does just about for probably about the last, other than the year he got hurt, the other previous 3-4 years, this is what he does. He'll go on about a 5-6 game tear where he looks like the baddest man in the land. He does. He's in the middle of that right now. He's still in that little zone that he's in. And I'm saying ride it until it changes. And it ain't the Texas Coast offense. Dak throwing it down the field right now. He throwing it down the field, which is something that we just ain't really used to as Cowboy fans. But this letting, I think when Mike McCarthy say, I'm gonna let him go. I'm letting him let Dak work. Let Dak take the reins off of him. Let him cook. Oh, okay. Well, I see what he doing. I can't argue with it. Let him cook until I see something different. Cause it's working. We scoring like crazy. Ball is going everywhere. We scoring like crazy. So I'm not. I never thought I would say it. Yeah, we need to run the ball, but we ain't just doing so great in the run. Throw the ball. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, I'm a believer in, what's amazing to me, y'all, and I'm getting ready to leave y'all in a couple minutes. What's amazing to me, y'all? Smoke and iDoc, check this out. Check this out. Y'all check this out. And if you agree with me, I need y'all to hit that like button like crazy once I say this, okay? I'm going to look this time. I just want to see. This ain't just telling you to do it, but it's amazing to me, y'all, how Cowboy fans, number one, then the Cowboy haters, and then the national media have said for years that until Jimmy Johnson is done right, the curse will be on the Dallas Cowboys. They use the word karma. Karma. They said that. Y'all heard it for years. We've heard it for years. I've said it. I've said that until they do Jimmy right, we just it's like a curse that's on this franchise. Now the same folks that said karma and it's karma and all that kind of stuff. Now that Jimmy, it ain't over with yet, but it look like it's finally gonna happen. I'm going to the Ring of Honor. Now the folks done change and flip the goalposts again. And now are saying, well, you know, he should have been done. It's not going to make a difference. Wait a minute now. Y'all the same folks that said that it's been like a curse on it. So if the curse is lifted, how you going to keep the curse on us? It's just amazing to me. They want the Cowboys to lose so bad, y'all. It is amazing to me. I personally love it because I feel like it's gonna be lifted. And I'm telling y'all, I'm not trying to give you no false hope. The Cowboys have been in playoff mode ever since the Philadelphia loss. They have been in playoff mode. I don't care who you saying they playing. I don't care, I don't care. I don't care. Even though you're playing the quote-unquote lesser teams, there's an attitude that you have to have. There's an expectation that has to be met. And the other truth about us is Dallas Cowboys, we usually lose some of them little games like that. Like the Carolina game, like the game before that. These are the games, and when you want to talk about the San Diego game, the Los Angeles Charger game, tight ball game, you know what I'm saying, coming down to the end. These are the games that the Cowboys usually lose. They happen because they've been in playoff mode. They've been in playoff mode. So when the time comes in a few more weeks when we start talking about it, because they know they got to stay close. They have to stay close to the Eagles. So whoever it is that we line up against, the bottom line is they coming in with a sense of urgency. Every game. I'm expecting the same thing Thursday. Same intensity. Same whatever. And once we start playing everybody's quote-unquote big team, then the same thing is going to happen. They exactly. They got AC, that's my brother here. He's a Philadelphia fan. We can't afford another loss. That's why Philly will keep winning. We can't afford another loss. We can't. We're not going to catch up 3 games. See, I got division championship in my mind. And I'm saying I'm talking about division championship because I know I'm going to get a home playoff game. That's what I want. I want a home playoff game. If we got to go on the road after that, so be it. But I want the home playoff game. I don't want it like last year. I didn't like last year. I didn't like being 12-5 and then playing a 7-9 team on the road. I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I'm talking about the Tampa Bay game last year where we blew them out, but I didn't like it. I didn't want them. I didn't want that. It's too much risk. And that was Brady, they wanted whatever. But I'm just saying, I want the home game. I don't want 3 straight road games if we able to make 3 straight. I don't want 3 straight road games. I want the division championship. See, it's a lot. Everybody saying the Eagles are, in my opinion. I think San Francisco still is better than Philly. But what Philly does is championship type stuff that San Francisco has not done. See, San Francisco getting by right now off pure talent. But it's known that if San Francisco is not on the A game, they lose. I done seen Philly not on the A game. You saw a sample of that last night. They still won. That's championship stuff. That's championship stuff. When your defense ain't all don't have the A game, when your offense don't have the A game, and you still find a way to win. They did. They done it. They 9-1. That's what we trying to aspire to. That's what we trying to aspire to. And the early losses that we had, other than the Philly loss, might be a blessing in disguise. Because they know what they have to do. They know what they got to do. Urgency. That's why I'm not worried about Thursday. I'm telling y'all that now. I'm not worried. Yeah. All you gotta do is win. And if we're not gonna win the division, that's probably gonna be a good chance that what y'all seen this week. If you've seen, they already doing the chart, so if the playoffs were starting today, the Cowboys are a full game up, I believe. They are a full game up in the fifth spot. I don't think that will change. I don't think that if we can't win the division, I believe that that's where we're going to end up, in the fifth spot, just like we were last year. I don't see nobody really going to catch us like that. And whoever that fourth seed team is, that's who we'll be playing right now. One of the NFC South. Another road games. I think the Saints are leading that division right now. And they're a full game up on Tampa. That can change immediately or whatever. But bottom line is, you can't run, you can't hide. That's the bottom line. Can't run, can't hide. See, the way it's setting up, y'all check this out. And I'm playing futuristic. I'm about to leave in a second. If we end up winning the division, and look at the Eagles' record, they're 9-1. They're not gonna lose too many more games. They might lose no more than 2 or 3. That might be stretching. But let's just say, for instance, the Cowboys win the division. It's a good possibility that if they win that division, it's a possibility that home field advantage might be in play as well. 49ers already lost 3 games. If Philly lose 3 games and we stay where we at, it's going to be a battle for the number 1 seed. Let's just say, for instance, that I doubt it very seriously. That wouldn't happen. But if the Cowboys overtake Philly, they're going to have probably the second best record in the NFC. They'll probably give us 1 or 2 seed. We'll play the 7 seed, whoever that may be. It's going to be a tough game regardless. Playoffs. It is what it is. You can't run and look. It's almost time for the running to stop. It's getting there, y'all. Everybody's starting to slowly but surely separate themselves. The picture is starting to get a little clearer, moment by moment. Hey, Music, I see you over there. Our doc say winning the division would be tough. It's still early. Since we talking about Philly still has to play San Francisco. Philly still has to play Buffalo, even though folks talking about Josh Allen. One thing about Josh Allen, if the hot Josh Allen show up, look out. All I'm saying, they got a tough road ahead. They got this. Everybody talking about our games. They got about 4 or 5 games that's next. That's gonna be pretty rough for them. King says, "What if you have 2 teams that have the same record before playoffs when it comes to the first few seeds? Then it becomes if there's a head-to-head matchup between the two, that counts. So right now, if we had San Francisco, for instance, if we had the same record, San Francisco would get the nod because they beat us. And if we have not had a head-to-head, then they would go by conference record, which means the records versus the NFC. What was the conference record? What was the conference record for the 49ers? Conference record for Dallas. And then that would get it. Now, after that, I don't know how to determine it, even if that's the same. I don't know. I don't quite know that one. But we got a lot of football left to play. If all y'all is thinking it might be a little difficult for us to catch Philly, I just want to see it. And you might as well start kind of keeping your eye on this because when they come to Dallas, if this same 2-game lead is still there, then that game really ain't, it just gets us 1 game closer to them. But it's not. I want to be as close. I hope they come to Dallas, and if I just want to be at least 1 game behind, so that if we beat them, we take over the division. That's what I want. All right, let me share this with you so it show y'all what I'm talking about. Let's look at this. Because I'm looking. All right, they beat Kansas City last night. This is the Philadelphia Eagles schedule. Next game. At home against Buffalo. At home against San Francisco. Next game. Then they play us. Then they go to Seattle. Then they get a lot of janky games. How in the world do they play the Giants? Oh, they played the Giants twice in the last 3 weeks. That's 2 easy wins. Arizona just a little bit different now since Kyler Murray is back, and they playing better, obviously. But these next few games is what's going to tell the whole story. We thought that Kansas City was going to do it. They didn't. Kudos to Philly. So these next 3 games right here, if something is going to happen, it's going to have to happen in these last 3 games. And you can say 4 with Seattle at Seattle. That's going to be a tough game. But after these next 4 games, as much as everybody's saying about the Cowboys, it's the same thing with Philly. Buffalo, San Francisco, Dallas, and at Seattle, Philly. So it ain't easy at all for them. Let's get that. Let's get it straight. Let's get that straight. They ain't got no cakewalk. Yeah, all the NFC games matter, King. Our bottom line is very simple. We got to win. It's when you see this, what Philly's doing as far as winning, then you look at their schedule. You throw in Seattle at the end at our game, 2 games on the road. We got to win. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all. I would open up the lines, but I have to go. Got to be out here in the next 5 minutes. So tomorrow I will try my best to come with you again, and we can continue looking at this matchup. I appreciate everybody listening. Everybody here now, hit that like button. If you're on YouTube, hit that heart button for me. Do that now. Podbean, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Smoke. Appreciate you, iDoc. Thank y'all for popping in on me. Music, appreciate you. All of you there. Hit that like button now. I'm finna get out of here. We got work to do, y'all. It's just the bottom line. We got work to do. No other way to look at it. Whoever we playing. Let the haters say whatever it is, good team, bad team, mediocre team, it don't make no difference. We have to win. And I like that pressure. We got to win, all right? I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging with me. Once again, we did it again, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode. Another good one, too. It is good because y'all here with me, and I'm pretty decent, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. This has been the one and the only, the Big Time Show.